I make a lot of stuff for my cat that he absolutely refuses to play with. Like this cat wheel, for example. It's more abandoned than Chernobyl. This took 3 weeks of my time, £30, and about 5 or 6 kilograms of pet G. So no, I'm completely fine that he doesn't play with it at all. Or this cat treat dispenser, which was probably the first thing that I ever printed for my cat. He would absolutely sell me for some Dreamies, but not with this thing. He doesn't want to go anywhere near it. Not to mention, the holes are too small for Dreamies to fly out of, so I had to drill them a little bit bigger. This thing only ever dispenses sadness. But I'm hoping that today is the day that all of that changes, because I'm going to print this cat suspension bridge and some steps so he can access it, because as far as I know, cats cannot float. The only thing I know about this cat for sure is that he loves to run around the house on everything, destroy everything, and run into everything. So this one fits the bill for when he's wanting to bounce off the walls. If you want to follow along at home, you can find this here on MakerWorld by a guy called Hi, I'm Sean. So shout out to Sean. I used white and black PLA filament from a company called JO on AliExpress. I'll have a link down in the description. It is an affiliate link, but it helps the channel. Their filament is just great to me for price to performance ratio, so it was good for this build. It took me quite a few days to print it, and it came in at around 1 kilogram. That's 1 kilogram for the bridge section, and probably another kilogram for these little steps that I made. These are in the same file from MakerWorld. They're all in that cat drawbridge, cat suspension bridge file. I estimate to print everything it probably cost around £12, and I bought some cord, which I'll show you later, so total is about £15 or around $20. But anyone who's ever searched for this stuff can know how expensive it can get quickly. So I think for £15 that is great value. So these are the pieces that the print file ends up giving you. I printed I think 12 steps in total, so it's a bit longer to give my cat some more room. That really doesn't cost you much extra except a bit of time. You obviously have the two sides, and then you have these black pieces here which basically attach to the rope, and they attach to the steps to hold them all together. It's more of a handrail than holding it all together rather, since the steps will also be securely fashioned with rope, and it will have these little black spaces in between to space the steps to stop them all falling together. I would like to just quickly say that this piece of rope is something I had left over from another project. I was going to rebuild a cat scratching post with this stuff, so I thought it'd be good rope to use, but I changed my mind because A, it frays too easy on the end, you can't push it through the pieces. B, I'm scared the cat's going to scratch it to bits, so I just decided to use what they suggest in the actual print thing on MakerWorld, and that's just buy some 4mm paracord from Amazon, and so that's what I did. At the end of the day, it's not worth risking the cat falling down, and I don't think he's going to get through paracord. As you can see, it would fit, but I absolutely don't recommend it. What I did next was line up all of my steps in order so I could take some measurements and then plot it out on the wall where I wanted it to go and where the screw holes would be. It's worth noting I'm fixing to a brick wall, so it really doesn't matter where my screws go. But again, on the MakerWorld, he has a guide of how many steps you need if you have like 2-foot studs in the wall, if you have a stud wall and stuff like that. I really wouldn't recommend also fixing this to just plasterboard. I would never recommend you fix anything of actual weight to just plasterboard. That's a recipe for disaster. Anyway, it's time to get the actual pieces on the wall, and for that I started out by marking where the steps were going. I decided that because I have the cat tree already in place, that I would only need around 4 steps to actually get where I wanted to be quite high up the wall. I can always come back later and add some more, and in fact some people in the comments of this file had about 30 of these, and it just looked absolutely comical. I loved it. But I really don't have a month and a half spare of print time yet, so maybe that's something for the future. But I would recommend drawing around these steps so you can get an idea first of where they go and how they're spaced out. I didn't actually get a tape measure between these, so I don't really know. I just took a look at my cat and said, I think he can reach that, basically. I don't want him to jump from step to step, I want him to be able to swing from step to step, if you like. And I think I ended up with quite a good spacing there. So then once they were drilled on the wall, which was quite simple, but I needed a really long screwdriver to put them on, those screw holes on those steps are deep. It was then time to plan out and put where the 2 sides of the cat bridge would go. I decided it would be easier to put the 2 sides on the wall and then do the cord that way rather than build it on the floor, mainly because you cover up some of the screw holes if you build it on the floor, so I would definitely advise fix it to the wall first. That's why I laid out all my pieces and took measurements first. With my 12 steps, I think it was around 550mm from top hole to top hole and 560 from bottom hole to bottom hole, if that's of any use to you. Once that was on, and the next day when my paracord had finally arrived that I didn't bother to order in the first place, It was time to go around threading the steps and watching YouTube videos on how to tie a proper knot. But this is one of the most satisfying parts of the project, when it all just comes together when you pull on that cord and it looks great. But now comes the really tricky part, asking my cat to use something that I've 3D printed. I know he hates it. I don't even have to ask, I already know he despises this thing and me for even thinking about it. But by the power of Creamy and one step at a time, very slowly, we finally managed to get him almost all the way. We had a little bit of a scare here where we tried to get him on the bridge and he started coming back down. But we weren't going to take no for an answer today from this cat. Tactically moving the Creamy around and holding it higher and higher until he couldn't reach anymore finally got us to this point. He was ready to go on the bridge. And my goodness, he finally put one step on the bridge. One small step for cat. One giant leap if this cord fails right now. But never underestimate how much this cat loves treats. I have never seen such a relaxed cat as I rushed to take my photo for my YouTube thumbnail, before he runs away never to be seen again. Whether he will continue to use it still remains to be seen. But for now, I think he really values being high above where everyone else is. And this is definitely the first thing that I've ever 3D printed for my cat that he doesn't hate.